I really love weird records, like spoken word records or sound effects, or like I have a record called Natural Childbirth, which is actually a recording from America that has a recording of natural childbirth, which is fucked up. Hi, Tom here from Hot Tub Time Machine here at Happy Studios in beautiful Newtown, about to talk about 100% bangers. The name 100% bangers is a bit of an inside joke. When I was doing these live streams in 2020, like when COVID happened, I started streaming from my house and it actually became a bit of a phenomenon. I have this whole new bunch of fans who are people who know me from the internet. And the joy of those streams was that I could play whatever I wanted. When you're performing in front of a crowd, you can't let the dance floor down. But when you're on a live stream and you can't see anyone, you're like, I'm just gonna mess with you, I don't care. Like, I'm here in my house, I'm not getting paid. I'll play the DuckTales theme. And it was ironic for me to play something dumb and then say 100% bangers. Here's the home and away theme, bangers, things like that. And it kind of is a catchphrase that stuck with me. So when I say bangers, I mean it in a way that I think any song can be a banger. Wicked Game by Chris Isaak is a banger. I think that Can't Hurry Love by The Supremes is a banger. I think that Enter Sandman by Metallica is a banger. I think that like Oops, I Did It Again by Britney Spears is a banger. So it's about pulling those songs together. I was 35 when I started making a living as a DJ. It's something I never thought would happen in my life. I had 2 other careers before this. I worked in hospitality, then I did sound design for TV shows. DJing was always my hobby, and then in 2011, 2012, I just came up with an idea, Hot Tub Time Machine, just a chronological dance party featuring audio-visual DJing, and I started in fringe festivals, and something about coming from that world and coming from that approach led me to making something that's unique, that people really loved. And late 2013, I was able to like mix my last TV show, and then I've been a full-time DJ since then. So whenever young people ask me about their DJ career, I'm like, just wait, it's fine. It might take a very long time. It's not interesting to play music that doesn't connect with people. I started Hot Dub in a way because some of my favourite DJs are DJing for them, and that's fine. Like when I go and see DJ Shadow, who's absolutely my idol, I'm watching someone who has made a set that satisfies what they want. They want to play their new music, they want to do it in an interesting way and stuff like that. What I'm thinking of when I'm making Hot Dub is, what is it going to be like in the room? How is this song going to connect? How's this song put together with that song? How's that going to connect with everybody? But yeah, my process, I just sit there, I'm always trying to collect songs that I love in an Apple Note or whatever. If I hear a song that I like, I think of it, and then I put those songs along with everything else in my library into a big long spreadsheet, and I sit there spending ages trying to fine tune where things go. And then if I'm doing a big tour, that set list will be really manicured and careful, and then I'll mess with it. Then when I'm up there, I'm like, nah, I don't want to do that, I'll play something else. My vinyl collection is much reduced from what it was. I'm like a vinyl junkie who's gone to rehab and come out the other side completely reformed. I often do this. I'll walk into a record store, look around, kind of smell the records, flick through a thing and just walk back out. And it feels like a victory to me because that's not my experience for the 2000s. Like I was just, you buy records compulsively and had shelves and shelves of them. And in the fantasy that I was going to be DJ Shadow, that I was going to sample all these records and make music, or that I was going to come up with different ways of using them. And also just because I love records. And so as I've gotten older, the amount of records has trimmed down. You know, we live in a 2-bedroom house when we had my first kid. The second bedroom was my studio, it becomes where the baby goes. You cull a bunch of records, move to another house, cull a bunch of records. By the time you move like 4 times, it's just like, so I'm down to, I don't know. It's still quite a lot. It would be like that entire shelving section worth of records, but that might be like a quarter of what it was. Yeah, so I'm doing a tour in Sydney. We're doing the Hordern, which is incredible. As someone who grew up in Sydney, it's a dream. We sold it out last year. Hopefully we're going to do it again this year. And there's something about that space that is magical. Melbourne, we're doing Festival Hall, which is the biggest gig I've done down there for quite a while. And Perth and Adelaide and Brisbane and Tassie as well. And then we're having a baby. We're having my 3rd kid, which is happening in mid-July. So after this tour, I'll be taking like some months off and having a baby. All right, thanks for having me. Happy Studios. I'm Tom, Hot Tub Time Machine. I will see you on the dance floor. Best party ever. Fuck.